Ninjago Dragons Rising is great. Season 1 was okay, Season 2 was amazing, and Season 3, like the whole thing, the one that leaked, might just be peak. We still need to wait for the last 2 episodes though, because they can decide will it be peak or not. But yeah, and I'm not talking about that. Something in Ninjago Dragons Rising that I really like, yes, the storytelling, the characters, but also the fights. The animation in the fights especially is so good. So today I just want to take a look at my 5 favorite fights in Ninjago Dragons Rising. Unfortunately, I didn't pick any from Season 1 here. Season 2 and Season 3 are on top. Sorry, Season 1 fans. Well, not sorry, but still. Yeah, let's just get into it with first fight. Okay, the first fight we're going to be talking about is Cinder versus the Ninja in the Cloud Kingdom. Wow, this fight was amazing. Episode 2 of Season 2 is such an underrated episode, man. I love it. So basically, this fight starts off with Kai fighting Cinder, and then Cinder puts on the wolf mask, and then he does shatter spin, and then goes up to crush the other ninja. Like, the fight choreography in this is so good. The animation is good, and this fight also just displays how powerful of a threat shatter spin can be. And with Lord Raz and Giordano just on top, looking down at the fight, there's these shots of like Lloyd and Cinder fighting. It's so cool. Like, this fight shows Cinder's also a very threatening enemy. Like, he wasn't in part 2. But yeah, this fight, I love it. It's a 10 out of 10 fight. The ninja are like so helpless that they have to retreat. Zane gets crushed. And yeah, Wildfire gets her leg broken. So yeah, this fight also has consequences. Like, I also like that about the fights in Dragon's Rising. They have consequences. Big consequences. So, like, Wildfire breaks her leg. And then the ninja retreat and Cinder proceeds to shatter spin. So cool. Yeah, this fight is just amazing. Okay, the next fight, it's another fight from Season 2. This time part 2. For the Tournament of the Sources. There were a lot of fights I could have picked. Neo versus Jay was one. Sora versus Frack. Sora versus Noct. But I picked Lloyd versus Zeatrix. And I think many people would pick Lloyd versus Zeatrix. It's got the fight choreography, it's got the animation. Lloyd is literally just scared for half the fight, which shows how his visions have been affecting him. Zeatrix is just crazy. She even makes an atomic bomb out of power, or an elemental bomb, but like, it destroys the arena. And like, I love how they use the weapons combined with the elements in the tournament. The combination is so good, like how Lloyd is using the powers he got, and Zeatrix is using the powers she got. And they combine it with their powers as well, so it's great. And then the weapons, like in the gauntlet, just make it way better. Especially the prismatic blade, which honestly, people are hating on that twist, but I like that twist. I didn't expect it, and it's a twist. I never knew that's going to be a prismatic blade. Never knew. Oh yeah, and just a quick theory. I think that this prismatic blade broke because it hit someone's soul. Yeah. And that's why the other prismatic blade didn't break when they hit it on the floor. I think the prismatic blade only breaks if they hit a soul of someone. Yeah. That's just a theory of mine. But yeah, this fight has consequences as well, because then when Lloyd wins, Zeatrix comes up from behind and she destroys Lloyd, causing Lloyd to get injured and being weak in the fight against Noct, and then Black kicking him out of the tournament. Yeah. Amazing fight. Another 10 out of 10. Okay, the next fight is also from Dragon's Rising Season 2. Yeah, they had a lot of good fights there. But Season 3 has good fights as well, don't worry. this is just my top top 5 fights of Dragons Rising. So yeah, and this doesn't involve the part 2 fights, because there are some good fights in that. But yeah, next fight, Kai versus Noct in Elements of Betrayal. Or just the Ninja versus Noct in Elements of Betrayal. Like, I love this fight. It starts off with Noct fighting Aaron and Raz, destroying them. Every time he does his shatter spin, and then Cole and his mech comes in, Noct just destroys all the ninja with the elemental powers of them and his shatter spin. And like, there is such good animation here, where the ninja all surround Noct, and Noct just destroys them. And then when Noct attacks Aaron, and then Nia, and then, yeah, the rest is history. Rai powers up Nia, she frees Kai. Kai is just goated in this part. Uses Rising Dragon against Noct, fights him with all the elements. Maybe a bit of an underwhelming end to the fight, but like, Noct wins, but like, he loses the elements because Rogue takes them. But yeah, up to that point, Noct defeats Kai, but that's pretty obvious because he has all the elements. Yeah, very good fight. Not one of the best of the season, but like, still 10 out of 10. Like, all these fights in this video are 10 out of 10 fights. Okay, now we can finally go on to Dragon's Rising Season 3 Part 1. And the first fight I'm going to pick is the Rogue Aura farming fights. Well, the one fight. The Arrow one, where he just attacks Raz and Aaron. That fight is so cool. And Rogue J in this season is peak J. I love him as Rogue, even though I really do miss him, and I hope he gets his memories back. But for now, Rogue GOAT. I am not going to disagree with that. But yeah, he first comes up in his like suit, like that mech with the wings, and jumps off and defeats Aaron. Aaron throws a prismatic blade at him. Then this guy kicks Raz into the control panel and starts hitting Raz until Raz eventually leaves. And yeah, Rogue just leaves Aaron to fall. It's a great fight, especially with Rogue on the wing and Aaron there with him. Aaron's scared of Rogue. Rogue just so cool in this fight. And then he just leaves Aaron because he goes after Raz. Perfect. This fight is perfect. Absolutely perfect. 10 out of 10. Oh, sorry, no. Rogue out of 10. Or Peak J out of 10. Yeah, if you're going to tell, I'm a J fan. Okay, and probably one of the best fights of Dragons Rising is up next. The Ninja versus the Forbidden Five in midair in the first land. Or first round, but I love this fight so much. It starts with the Ninja just catching up to Drix in the place where he gets. And then Drix sends a fly to the Forbidden Five. And then the Forbidden Five have this dynamic scene of them arriving into the fight. Zooms in on them. And yeah, they fight. Lloyd fights Rox, which is great. Rox kind of defeats Rising Dragon. Kerr's also there, but Kerr kind of does nothing in this scene. Yeah, I kind of feel bad for him. Sorry, it's annoying. But yeah, Zark actually does something. He pushes Kai away in the last moment, and I'm happy for that one scene where Zark actually does something. When Drix brings Raz to Noct is just the coldest ever. Just takes Raz and then gives him a sword and fights him. Yeah. And then this fight also has consequences of the ninja losing to prismatic blades because Aaron didn't go back to the monastery because he needed to save Raz. So basically, Noct, by taking Raz and fighting him, won it for the Forbidden Five because Aaron would go there with the prismatic blades because Ra's there. So not just one for the Forbidden Five. And then Rox comes in, and then they do a team up, and yeah, they get the prismatic blades. Brilliant. There's also a great instance of Dragon Spin Jitsu here. Just brilliant. Rising Dragon with the flyers. They have Shatter Spin in midair. And then the setting. Them just fighting in front of the big tornado of chaos that Thunderfang is in. Oh my goodness. This fight is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, so those were my 5 favourite fights from Dragon's Rising. I didn't include any Season 1 fights, sorry Season 1 fans. But yeah, Dragon's Rising Season 2 and Dragon's Rising Season 3 had some peak fights. And there's also the Part 2 fights of Dragon's Rising Season 3, which I won't go in for spoilers. Yeah. So that'll do it. Those were my favourite fights. You can let me know if you had the different fights you really liked. Yeah, but these are the 5 standouts for me. And if you didn't know, I really like fights where it's Shatter Spin. Because the Forbidden Five vs Ninja, the Noct fight, the Cinder fight. Yeah. I just really like the fight choreography and the animation in Dragon's Rising. Because like Dragon's Rising is the best Ninjago's ever looked. Plus the fights. Amazing. Could be peak Ninjago. Could be. But there are some seasons that exist, so yeah, not yet peak Ninjago. Yeah, that'll do it for today, and bye.